Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. 2 wins away from the magic number, 69. Very scary start though. Curse of the Unknown makes every start scary. RFFY BGNT. You might say, well, there's no cause for concern here. I disagree. I will say, by the way, our starting items, and actually our starting DPS even, feels great. We also just got the quarter, so provided we can get to a shop or a Tinted Rock soon, we've got every available possible advantage to succeed. And I don't disagree with that. It's just the fact that we're on potentially 1 HP, or potentially, 3 HP, but we could be on 1 HP, and, we could encounter a champion who is real mad at us and ends our life. That's the real issue here, but provided we get a Spirit Heart, I feel a lot more confident. We did just have that happen. I'm gonna buy a Spirit Heart, and to be honest with you, I'm gonna buy Diplopia. And we're gonna hopefully use Diplopia in a similar fashion that we used it on the last run in order to facilitate a good time. We did also, I guess, completely fuck our donation machine last time. Or we put it in a pretty bad spot, but I did so to ensure that we could win and ensure that we could beat the Hush. So I guess I don't feel too bad about that. This feels like it could be an XL floor. I guess, no, it's not. No, it's not. I was gonna say, I guess I used the key to get into our item room, so it must be, but then, that's backwards for several reasons. We know we have at least 3 HP on the screen, because we have, this feels like a secret room, right? Like here, maybe, then? Okay, good. We split the difference and it worked out. But we know we have at least 3 HP because we've gotten 2 Spirit Hearts, and we can't be alive with less than 1. So we are less than half, but they can't spawn you with half, to the best of my knowledge. We must have at least 2 HP, or 3 HP right now. So all we need to do is not completely ruin it, hopefully get a curse that is not Curse of the Unknown on the next floor, and I feel like we're sitting pretty. Probably in a good spot. Unlimited bombs, got our key back. We'll use bombs against the boss. Hot bombs are pretty good. I'm only doing this right now because, it seems like maybe we could get, some money out of this. Maybe we could find a crawl space or something, but really the big money play here is just to fuck with the Haunt's life. And if we can get the Haunt... Okay, maybe we should also fire at the same time. This is not doing us any favors here, but let's still try to create, an impenetrable wall. Like that, and we'll create another situation right there. At least we got a trinket. I think when Haunt goes through that fire... Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it would kill it. It nearly killed it. So I'll take that as a positive. Good stuff. And we got meat as our reward here. So I think that we've handled ourselves well. We got a small damage upgrade and a really robust amount of HP. And it looked like our HP was pretty good to begin with. We must have had 1 red heart and 2 spirit hearts to start. Not an incredibly strong start, but in terms of our health only. But a pretty good situation to be in, and we made it better. Sometimes, maybe that existential anxiety can be a good thing. We've created a situation in which we were probably a little bit more alert. Just realized we should definitely not use this many bombs. I forgot that on the last floor we had unlimited fire bombs, so we should probably cool it a little bit here. Joker card, 2 of hearts. Good if we come across an arcade. We do have no map, but I'll take no map instead of no knowledge of what our starting HP is any day of the week. So... it's way too early to say, we're guaranteed to win this run, but it looks like we've got every available advantage, The early game is the most dangerous time on most runs, although lately, the late game has been a little bit more dicey for me. Remote detonator, I'm happy to have 5 bombs at the cost of a key, but it also gives us the opportunity cost of that item room, which is a bummer. But I don't think I really want to go too hard on our shop here. Probably keep it relatively safe. That is not a secret room. Kind of took a lark on it. And, okay, well, now I definitely want to go to the shop. We've been really lucky with money recently, disproportionately lucky. We'll take Nun's Habit for little reason. And we will get a nickel out of that. We could buy a Spirit Heart, and we may indeed go back and do so, but for now, just trying to get the foundation right. Nun's Habit does nothing for us right now, but in the future could become very valuable. Depending on when we use Diplopia, probably I'm eyeballing Boss Rush as our best opportunity for this, because it's relatively early, and we can get 4 free items, which gives us 5 items out of Boss Rush, or more, depending on how, we choose to approach it, I guess, but we can't really call it yet, because we got no idea how it's gonna go. But our bombs are great, The more I can get these hot bombs to work for me, the happier I am. Range plus luck. We could really use shot speed, but, you know, luck's fine. And dark bomb's good as is. We get deal with the devil precedent. Start to head down here. DPS is low, or at least low-ish, but we're not super far off from, you know, a pretty solid run. And an XL floor here gives us probably... I mean, if you're set up nicely, an XL floor is usually a big bonus to your chances of getting to boss rush. If you're not doing so well, it can actually slow you down disproportionately, in my experience. But time will tell where we fit in on the spectrum there. For now, I'm feeling like we're probably about where we'd be on an average run. We got poison tears and, you know, 0.3 damage up, and it seems like our damage to start with was okay. Because we got Scorpio at least giving us a little DOT. And the luck upgrade is like a mild positive synergy with so bad. It's a mild positive synergy with Dark Bomb, because at least we should be getting more consumables now, although I wouldn't expect it to have a huge impact. So we want to be out of this floor by 13 minutes. That means we got plenty of time. You know, 7.5, 8 minutes to just sit back and chill somewhere. Even if he dies, he's in my will somewhere. 377 on our donation machine. Not a good place to be. That's like my secondary motive for the next few runs. If we can get donation machines working appropriately for us again, you know, get it back to... Realistically, we're not going to get it back to 500 on this run, but if we can get it back to 400, and then, you know, continue with some market improvement, in the end, 400, 500, doesn't matter. I'm the one with the bombs. I get to choose, you know, where the right level for ourselves is there, but I don't want to be too greedy with it. I think we can totally afford to spend a Spirit Heart to go into our Cursed Room. We got a Hagalaz rune, which is probably better. I'm just going to use it immediately. Got a pill. I was hoping maybe we'd use it on a room with a bunch of mushrooms, but instead we used it to get a puberty pill for, you know, no discernible advantage. But we don't need to worry about, you know, min-maxing a Hagalaz rune. Especially because a Hagalaz rune, at best... Oh, it's swallowed penny, not counterfeit penny. I was like, why are we getting pennies out of this? It's still good because we're taking a lot of dumb damage, unfortunately, but... yeah, anyway. We don't need to worry about min-maxing Hagalaz because, in the end, Hagalaz is it's a slot machine anyway, right? We can maximize our chances by getting the number of free plays as high as we can possibly get it, but apart from that, we don't have any control over what Hagalaz actually gives us. I'd rather have a rune, like I'd rather use it on a Lark and then have a rune that actually gives us the ability to sort of plan for the future, like a Perthro rune or even an Awaz rune to get out of boss rush or something like that. Obviously, you know, Perthro, Yera, those are the usual suspects. Okay. So far, so good. 2 keys is good. 1 on an item room, 1 on a shop. Born on the bayou. Any opportunity to reference Creedence Clearwater Revival, I'll take. Also, any pessimists, I ain't talk to them. Plus, I ain't have no phone in my apartment. If we could just... That's a flat for all you UK folks out there. For all you Victorian-minded folks out there. Scapular's good. I never use it effectively. In fact, I never use it consciously, I think. Anytime I use Scapular, it's an accident. Plus, I ain't have no phone on my apartment. Okay, I'll stop. But, if we find ourselves in times of trouble, we may actually be able to, you know, get value out of this intentionally for like the first time ever. Our speed is not amazing, so the fact that we're actually able to keep these guys on the run is a big surprise. I'm a little amazed. That must be a champion. He took more hits than I would have expected. Took more hits than I would have as well. If I entered a room and like, it's like, hey, who's crying baby is this? Baby, get over here. We gotta get you some, like, into the police station or something so you can actually, you know, we gotta find your parents, is what I'm trying to get at here. But then the baby, like, cried some poison tears on me. I'd be like, you know what, baby? Fuck you. You're on your own. You did this to yourself. How to jump? Well, amazing. We got a key back. You know what's weird? They're called, and this is not me trying to just do like a, let's deal with airplane food, but they call them police officers, but it's called a police station. If you called it a police office, people are gonna think you're you know, from another planet. What's up with that? This feels like a secret room. Just another example of the English language being confusing. Sometimes you say that, though, and people get, like, really offended. They're like, yeah, why don't you learn to speak a different language, then? Well, you know, like, I already learned this one. It's like you can own a car and then be like, this car is fucking weird. Like, I still like it. I use it every single day to accomplish things in my life. It's a fucking weird car, okay? Our other item room is unfortunately hidden a little bit away from us here, but it's not like we took a long time on this floor. You know, especially considering it's an XL floor. Actually in a pretty good spot. And we will take Champion Belt, and we've been really lucky to get a lot of possible nickels, at least. I think we'll just go deal with our boss fights. Champion Belt has given our tiers some more diameter, and that's extremely important for me. Like, that's what I look for in an item, is can you give my tiers more diameter? Do you like long walks on the beach? Do you like music and movies? All we need to do is not take too much damage. In fact, you're already dead. And we got Little Chad combined with Dark Bum. I always forget about this synergy until, like, it becomes super important. It's super important right now. The fact that we now basically have guaranteed ourselves a certain baseline of Spirit Hearts. We basically created the relic for ourselves, but we can also give it more Spirit Hearts if we find a good opportunity to do so. So I think that it's an amazing synergy. I'm happy to have it. More than a mild synergy. You can see, like, our DPS is not that good. I was totally wrong, by the way. I said our other item room is hidden away. It's not correct. We've already been to our other item room. No deal with the devil. I think we just head downwards. I'm not thrilled with the way this floor went. I mean, we got a scapular, and we got how to jump, which is nothing. We got Little Chad, Champion Belt. These are not bad pickups, but not very, very strong pickups at all. I think we try it. Just wanted to take a little bit of a gamble on it. I don't think we're in danger, but certainly as compared with, like, the first floor, where I was like, oh, we're set. Our run really hasn't changed too much. Mostly, you know, one reason is we're holding Diplopia. We haven't cashed in on that, you know, stored value yet. When we do, the idea is that, you know, we're going to Apollo 13 ourselves, but in, like, a good way. We're going to use ingenuity to slingshot around the moon and give us a bunch of momentum. That's the idea, at least. At least we got a lot of bombs out of this. It wasn't a total wash. But our DPS, as it stands right now, is pretty bad. We need to get out of this kind of purgatory we find ourselves in. I'm very happy we have Scorpio. Makes this room a lot easier. Don't even need to hit them in the weak point for massive damage. We can just hit them up front. Get the job done. That'll probably do it right there. Close enough. Oh, there's one more. And it's a champion, so he's twice as annoying. Dark Bum did get the half heart. Yeah, we may have to consider, and I'm not saying we're gonna do this, but we may have to consider being a little lighter on our use of, like, our strict criteria for the use of Diplopia. We might have to maybe pull it back a little bit and just say, hey, if we get, like, a statistical DPS upgrade, double that. I'm not saying that we're cashing out of Diplopia on this floor if we get, like, you know, small rock. I'm just saying maybe if things become more dire and we haven't gotten, like, a DPS improvement, and it's looking like our HP is starting to get a little low. Like, right now, HP represents time. It's time that we can afford to wait before worrying too much about where our HP or where our DPS stands. But that can change if we take, like, 4 damage on this floor. So I guess step 1, let's just prioritize not taking 4 damage on this floor. And an extra Spirit Heart gives us more time even still. We know we're gonna have to do a little shadow step. There we go. Got arounds. Don't like being trapped in this corner. This might be where we try to pick up our teleportation card. We're ahead of schedule. Ooh, almost got me. You dirty dog. Kill this dude in case it's a telepills. Dope. Full health. Good to know for the future. Drop this down there. You got something for me? You do, you do. And another black heart as well. Yeah, we got time. We're not in a rush. We do need to backtrack. Our item room is important to us. We'll probably get a deal with the devil on this floor, so should work on that. This is not enough damage to be happy with where we're at, though. Didn't hear a consumable drop. And Little Gish helps, but it doesn't help much. That was just terrible dodging on my part. Kill the champions first. Like, it's good, And I'm happy to have a familiar that helps us out, and you know, the status effect is the real moneymaker on that Gish, the little Gish pickup, but it's not the difference between, like, a great situation and a terrible situation. It's more the difference between, like, a 6 and a 6.5. And I'm taking a lot of dumb damage here. There we go. Just get him to stand inside of the bomb. There was no reason for us to have been hit in the first place. But I think it says something about our DPS that it's actually sensible for us to place a bomb, get him to jump in it, and then don't shoot him, because if he moves out of the fire, we're doing like 4 times less damage, or 1/4 the damage. Okay, we got a little Gish. No Krampos. It's Krampo. And he is cramping my style. I'd prefer not to use any bombs on him, just because we have the right amount right now to get into a secret room shop sort of setup. But I'm going to place one, because if he rotates, we're fucked. Okay, well, at least we boxed him out a little. Get a lump of coal. It's good, but not that good. I'm going to never do that voice again. G-Lai, B-Lai, Pet Rat, Gumai, Kandai. I said Pet Rat. It should be Pete Rat. My bad. You know what? Use a key to get to the item room. I believe. I shouldn't have believed. It's Mom's bra. We pick it up. And maybe we get the transformation. We got Mom's pearls, but I guess we've only had 2 Mom items. Mom transformation doesn't do much for us, but, you know, maybe 1% of the time, we're going to get, like, Nod Leaf alongside of it. And that's the situation that we're preparing for. Because Nod Leaf, Mom transformation means, even if we get no other, you know, familiars or orbitals, we still have an easy win. In theory. We just stand still, enemies jump us, we screw them. Not, like, literally, not figuratively either. They die. Hopefully, shop. I was really hoping for a Hermit card, but I guess I would have used it on the next floor. There we go. We're still ahead of schedule, but if we looked at the graph of our speed, I think we're getting a lot slower. So I actually feel pessimistic about getting to boss rush right now, which is bad because that's where Diplopia is at its strongest. But we'll have to see if that bears out here. Thank God we at least got another key there as well. But I will say, it's a lower priority to get the boss rush than it is to win the run. We want to have fun on the runs, and we want to win the runs. We want to have fun until our daddy takes the jukebox away. And as long as we're still having fun and we're still winning runs, I'm not going to worry about 100% min-maxing Diplopia. Sackhead is enormous. Actually, like a game winner in and of itself. Now I think we should go rush the boss fight down. Or rush the boss rush down. Rush the Bosch, don't rush the Bosch, baby. Rush the Bosch? Is this the Toronto Raptors between the 2004 and 2011 season? I don't think so. Because they had Chris Bosch. Chris Bosch was on the Toronto... We the North. Okay, move on here. Devil card? Here's the thing. I did do boss rush recently, and I wasn't happy fully with my decision. You know, it wasn't a great run to do boss rush on. Curse of the Unknown, I think, makes me even more anxious about doing boss rush. Like, fully doing boss rush. So I'm eager to Jones for that teleport card if possible. And we should have a good chance of getting cards because of Sackboy. Sackboy should just improve our odds of getting tarot cards in general. I think that broke the Wallmaster that was coming down, too. Dope. Don't need a battery charge. Shop is big. If we could get a Sun card, or we could get a Teleport card, this would be good. None of the above. That's okay. Probably buy a Spirit Heart. I made a commitment to my donation machine to donate, and I'm going to donate, okay? There we go. It took as much as it could take, and maybe we should prioritize getting BOGO bombs. We've got good bombs, and you know, we're not doing anything else with our money right now. Seems sensible. Probably this was the wrong decision. We knew this could not lead to a boss fight, so all of our decisions, I guess, should be tailored towards getting over there. But we also want to get to an item room if possible. Although I will say, the boss room is a higher priority, and the fact that we found the boss room already is great. That's awesome. As long as we go to the mom fight within, like, the next minute, we should be in a good position. So, let's try... We're not, like, particularly fast either, which is part of the problem here, but let's prioritize maybe trying to find a item room here. Curse room's possibly good, too. We're just looking for teleport cards, and actually, this is, like, a great room for teleport card possibilities. Terrible damage. But we can't fly, so actually the room's not as good as I thought it would be. Just hit him with the poison tier and he's dead. Whether he knows it or not. We will check this. We still got a small guppy chance. We got spiders instead. Not nervous about our HP. We have no reason to be nervous about our HP right now. We can't afford to do boss trap and go to the boss room, I think. So gotta make a decision, and I think my decision is I'm gonna go and try to find the item room, and then we'll take it as it comes. Maybe this means we're gonna go boss rush. Maybe this means we're not, but I think the writing's kind of on the wall that maybe this is not the right run for boss rush. But a teleport card right now would change things. Judgment is not a teleport card. That was bad. But we got money coming back anyway. Oh my god, are you actually kidding me here? What's this? The devil card. It's the one we started with. Okay, that's fine. You know, create more spirit hearts for me. Just keep him poisoned. When he explodes, he's gonna take the other enemy with him anyway. Told you. Okay, so we're not going to boss rush. I feel bad about it, but at the same time, you know, we have not... Our run has gotten better, don't get me wrong. But we've not really improved much since... I guess we'll take Joker, but not use it immediately. Our run has not improved much since... DPS-wise, for a long time. Like, we've actually been kind of boxed out on DPS. We need some keys, so hopefully that'll happen here. But yeah, we picked up Champion Belt recently. We picked up Lump of Coal, which is it's helpful, but apart from that, our DPS is basically the same as it was, oh my god, on the second floor. So I think that I have a good excuse for not going to boss rush. We just didn't get the tools that you would normally expect to have. And I'm not salty about it. Like, this run is still really good. Defensively, it's amazing. In terms of consumables, it's incredible. I just wish that we'd maybe been able to be a little faster. Blow this guy up. Keys. Fantastic. Bombs. Enemies we don't care about. And we'll just leave. Awesome. Okay, so we're set up nicely. Hopefully our last item room... why not? We don't need the money. Hopefully our last item room is a little bit better than the ones that have preceded it. A lot of awesome pickups so far. Like, I'm a huge fan of that mom's bra pickup. That was really helpful. Are you being sarcastic? Yes, I am. Okay. Best Bud. It's fine. It's mostly, at this point, useful for the Beelzebub transformation, but it's not like it's an affront to my streak. You know, I want to win. This helps us out. We can't get that key, but I do want to come back here and open the red chest. There's always a chance that maybe we can get the Guppy Dream. I'll settle for just some spirit hearts, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I kind of want to use bombs. I kind of want to also save bombs. That was bad. Because I feel like saving bombs is more valuable for later. Luck down is a bummer, but we have had a luck up. Luck ups tend to be more than luck downs. And we got amnesia. Not a big deal because I know where we're going. We got more keys. Alright. So the only thing that even slightly concerns me is I took some damage and we have Curse of the Unknown, but I don't think we're close to, like, the danger zone. I think we're totally fine. And, you know, we didn't miss boss rush by 2 minutes. We missed boss rush by about 40 seconds, and then I took 2 minutes to go explore everything else that was available for us. So if it seems dire, it probably shouldn't. So what I am going to do here is put a bomb down in the middle. And that was not the middle. But now we just stand over here. Wait for Mom to step foot on it. And then that's our best damage dealer. Wait for the sound. Look for the shadow, wait for the sound. Didn't work. It's alright. Place another bomb. It's surprisingly tough to dodge that on cue. When you're moving all the time, it's no problem. When you're only moving some of the time, it's very scary. Because you're like, is that a shadow? There, I think it hit. I think the fire hit. Yeah, that one was bad. I dodged back into it. That's okay. No deal with the devil. Incredible. Take the Polaroid. Pop this. It's gotta be guppy items. Wow. So, that's a super bummer. I would have expected, like, something a little bit more than that. But I guess I can't complain. Our HP is full, but DPS continues to not be impressive. Life goes on. In fact, life will probably go on forever on this run because it's hard for us to not be in a great spot in our present situation, but you know, if it's a guaranteed win, can you just meet me? That was a terrible dodge. But can you just meet me halfway and like give me some DPS? Because I'm a little bit displeased with the fact that our best damage dealer is hot bombs. Golden key, happy to have it. If we get a lot of golden chests, now we have the ability to deal with that. Okay, stop shooting the champion who cannot be killed until he's the last enemy remaining. This is like all my favorite champions. Champion who explodes into other enemies, champion who's invisible, champion who can't be killed until he's the last enemy. What a great time. Ooh, but champion who drops a Perthrow rune, he's high on my power rankings. As is champion who drops an Eternal Heart. Okay. Just taking a cursory glance for Tinted Rocks, didn't see any. I would like Small Rock. That dodge is going to be underrated. Takes a lot of restraint to make a dodge like that. Not just tune my own horn, I've made some horrible dodges in my life. That was not one of them. Thank you, Little Chad Dark Bomb combo. I can't believe that worked. You should pick those up. Bombs are very valuable right now. And again, you know, just they're our best damage dealer. Even if I don't want to use them too much on this floor, in the future, we're going to be stoked to have them. That was a great hit. I didn't think you could thread the needle there subconsciously. I undervalued you, and I got what I deserved. This room's going to hurt. Just can stay on the strongest vector. That's the one you got to be careful about, is that switch in direction. Got it done, though. 2 pills, I think we've already seen. We got spiders, full health. Bad gas. Bad gas! Coughing. Okay, Perthrow's big. Perthrow and Diplopia combined can be big as well. Judgment. We got nothing to do with money, so I think if we put all of our money into this Judgment here, probably this will lead to the best results. Credit card Diplopia. There's something to say about that. And restock. Okay, still probably not going to go to the Hush fight, but this certainly gives me pause for the abilities that we'd have to get, you know, like unlimited items on the Hush fight. Otherwise, restock is pretty much garbage. I mean, I guess we could have Perthrowed it because the credit card is what we're going to keep with us here. Because what am I thinking right now? Well, what I'm thinking is, you know, we can Diplopia our deals with the devil, and then credit card to get them all for free. So we could possibly get like 4 or 5, or well, no, probably not 5. Hard to double a number and get an odd number. Well, what you mean actually is it's hard to double an integer and get a, okay, you know, I think in the real world when people say number, they usually mean integer. Actually, when somebody asks me for a number between 1 and 10, I say 4.1. And then if they say that's not a number, I say, well, you should have been more specific and said an integer. Anyway. You keep doing you, math man. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Math Man. Bring me a dream, not the Mothman. Prophecies, bum 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 bum. A Richard Gere film from 2003, bum 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 bum, and also stars Deborah Messing, dum 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 dum. Check it out, it's all true. Ooh, a little scared there, but good threading of the needle, good mending of the gown. Sweet, you are dead to poison. We don't even want this item. I think we should try this. Well, no, what's the point? There's no point to take, I mean, Empty Vessel we'll take, because we'll get invincibility occasionally, and it gives us the black hearts. We got it. We got enough to take Headless Baby, but there's no point to Diplopiating and credit carding that. And as a result, we're going to have the same situation we always have with credit card, and sometimes have with Diplopia, where I am going to screw myself out of being able to use credit card. Maybe we should have used credit card there and used Diplopia later, but I'm attached to the idea of the Wombo combo here. Probably for worse as opposed to for better, but we just... There's no point in getting those items doubled for free. Because they don't... you know what? Here's my mistake. Should have taken both of them, then dropped Diplopia. Like, should have credit carded both of them, then dropped Diplopia, which would have given us New Deal with the Devil items, I think. Yeah, that's... I mean, it's an intermediate level play, but that's what I should have done, I think. Because then we would have gotten, I think, all 4 items for free. And we would have gotten 2 new items afterwards, I think. I think we're going to be deemed ineligible to go to the Hush fight, if I'm being honest. No skin off my scrote. You know, we've already, we've dabbled in that semi-recently and been somewhat perturbed by the results, maybe. Our donation machine was definitely somewhat perturbed by the results. For now, I think you just be content with where you are. Found our secret room. It's a very, very common, location for the secret room right here. Hopefully, everything counts as being killed there. You paid out with spiders last time, and that I don't appreciate. I will forgive, but I won't forget. That hurts. We're still doing fine on HP. And, as I always, or at least often say, we really should be doing fine on HP for a while. We have a lot of positive defensive things going for us right now. What we need to watch out for is dumb damage. Needs to be avoided. And then, just every opportunity to get red hearts. Take it. Infested's fine. Next heart is going to give us a payout. Hopefully it's a spirit heart, but it doesn't really matter too much. We're not in urgent need of anything. And, well, at least we're not in urgent need of anything now that I've given up on the idea that we'll ever get DPS again. Because I don't want to be, rude, but we are basically rolling, base damage, lump of coal. I really thought that would be our second secret room. It still might be, and maybe it was just placed horribly, but we might want to get, if possible, an improved... That was just a silly idea on my part, but a damage improvement that maybe takes us beyond base damage plus lump of coal would be dope, and that wasn't stupid damage. This room can be tough. It's super easy if your room is easy, or sorry, if your damage is high, but if your damage is low, that room can be a little tough, and I think we've shown that. Oh, that was horrible. I will say, a worrying trajectory on my runs recently. Still not freaking out about this one. Level head's important. But a worrying trajectory on recent runs is, fine, and then screwed. And normally, at least the inverse was usually true. We would be screwed, and then as the run went on, we would gradually become finer and finer. The difficulty curve of Isaac is working as intended now, and I hate it. I liked him more when we got, guaranteed victories. And that has not been the case recently. But we have so many advantages that really, this should just look like a bump in the road. We got Sackboy. We got Dark Bum combined with Little Chad. Huge possibilities here for red heart payouts. We got a good number of bombs, and the bombs that we have do a decent amount of damage. Hate these guys, but we gotta do it. This would be a really nice time for us to get a deal with the devil. That is not a good bomb. That's a great spirit heart, though. With 30 bombs and anxiety at a 4, I still think we look for our second secret room, which should be here. It's not there. Okay. Well, actually, it probably will be below us then. Maybe on the right? Yeah. Still holding Diplopia for inevitable chest usage. And, okay, just a nice little troll bomb decides to show up. We have other plays, by the way, like this one, for example. We can get red hearts out of those rocks. Obviously, it didn't work out, but could happen in the future. So this room is pretty important. I'm not gonna try to understate the importance of our situation at the present moment. It's very... Come on, how are those shots getting ricocheted that badly? I think it's Little Gish is shooting, like, slightly off-center because it's a familiar. There we go. I'm not going to understate the importance of this room. It'd be extremely nice for us to take, like, 0 damage. Realistically, taking 1 would be, you know, like an 8 out of 10. Bad bomb. Good bomb. Noticing right now we're also fairly slow. There we go. Landed a shot. Not the ideal dodge to have to make there. But slow can be the kiss of death if we get the beam attack. Chose the right direction, though. Okay, we did get a deal with the devil. This is big. And it's horrible. But we're very unlikely to get an opportunity to use the credit card. So, logically speaking, as much as it pains me, I think credit card ghost baby is the right idea. So we definitely would have been better off with per throw. And you know what? Lesson learned for the future. What do we do on this next floor? Only 3 things in life that are guaranteed. Death, taxes, compound interest. At least until the banks implode. So we're going to take advantage of the power of compound interest as Isaac sees it by generating a guaranteed amount of payouts from Dark Bum as a result of our little Chad kind of interactions here. So I think it's basically, it's a roundabout way of saying we're going to try our damnedest not to take damage. We make it down to the chest. The chest gives us... and actually, I'm an even bigger idiot than I thought, because we should have totally taken damage to pick up Ghost Baby and then gotten the ability to fly. That is a mistake worthy of losing the run, honestly. But I'm still going to try to resist that. Good bomb. 16 bombs left. What that means is we're going to bomb our way out of any room we don't want to be a part of anymore. Probably not going to go to the cursed room. We've opened so many red chests on this run. 0 guppy items. Luckily, can always throw down a bomb to slow this guy down. Headless Baby's going to do its work. No payout. 2 keys, worth it. Judgment. 2 of clubs. Judgment. Chariot. Chariot's important, man. Could have doubled our judgment, but I think we just make it down to the next floor and try to double our golden chests. Best of both worlds. We got him away from the judgment, and we got him away from ourselves. Mystery bag. If we urgently need to get a new item to survive... Wow! Did you see that ricochet? He ricocheted off of the turret and then immediately changed direction and hit me. I call bullshit. Okay, we got one more room to a payout. 30 bombs. Let's look for some secret rooms. Just, you know, we're in an okay situation still. Just play it smart. Chariot card we should use on any room that seems tough. This room does not seem tough. The chariot is extremely valuable as long as we have bombs to utilize with it as well. As you can see, I'm really happy about our DPS because it only takes us 8 or 9 minutes to kill Monstro 2. And this is, you know, something insidious about these runs recently. They've been like, hey, check it out. NL's got a bunch of HP. He's totally set. And then we give him no DPS for the entirety of the rest of the run. And then people go, how is this idiot so, like, how does he have a streak this long? It doesn't make any sense. Spiders. Probably not worth it. With the run, as time has turned this run into a bitch. When we were on the 2nd floor, or let's say the 5th floor, and we had this much damage, we were starting to complain, but relatively feeling like the world was our oyster, because we had the whole, you know, we had our whole lives ahead of us. Now we do not have our whole lives ahead of us. And to avoid having our death ahead of us, we gotta play pretty well. Now again, I would never suggest defensively this run is anything but an A. The only time I would suggest it's better than an A is to say that it's an A+. But to be an A+, I think we'd need like And we do have scapular, but I think we need, like, the wafer or something. But it's still a great run. Okay, just dodge right into him. Good idea. It becomes a problem, though. We could have diplopia'd that. You gave me a friendly spider, but a spider nonetheless. Am I asking you for spiders? I don't think I'm asking you for spiders. I'm asking you for spirit hearts, of which I do want to point out, we've gotten 0 on this floor. But we shall overcome. Do not fret, my dear. I've let myself get trapped a little bit. I think we've had some fairly poor Sackboy payouts as well, if I'm being real with you, but let's not get too negative. No, 2 pennies. That's what you want. Come on. You got me. You got me. He's got me. We need to keep taking this money because you never know. We could encounter another judgment. Lord knows I'd love to get an 8th mystery sack. I know we've only had 1, but let me be bitter, okay? I am human and I need to get damage. Just like anybody else. Okay, yeah, that was How Soon Is Now with a little voice crack in it. My trademark. My turret. At least they're giving me, like, the same enemy every room, so I can just keep locked in my patterns for, you know, bicycle helmets. You should be done. You're very close. Come on. 27 bombs. Do we look for... I mean, these are effectively the same enemy. They just don't charge. And they're maybe slightly faster. Do we use bombs to try to get to our, you know, maybe a second secret room? Seems like a good idea to me. We could just get 1 to die. Room becomes much easier. Sweet. Steam sale. Yeah, I mean, secret rooms seem intelligent for me to get to here, in my opinion. We do have to do this room, and I'm completely okay with that. Because in the end, if we can navigate this room appropriately, we will get some kind of bomb-related payout. And like a Mr. Mega would be amazing. Should have stuck with the pun. A Mr. Mega would be dynamite right now. If it takes me 10 minutes to do the room, it takes me 10 minutes to do the room. By the way, the proof's in the pudding right now. If you're like, how did he fuck up this amazing run? The fact that it's taken us 41 fucking minutes to do it should tell you where the seeds of discontent have started on this run. Really, what was the misplay for us? Getting rid of Red Candle to take Diplopia. It's an extreme loss in short-term assets for a nebulous gain in long-term fun and possibly also eventually strength. But I shouldn't be fighting you in the labyrinth. The labyrinth is your area. It's where you're at your strongest. That was a huge explosion. Or a very quick explosion, I mean to say. My brain's getting short-circuited from all the... Fucking Isaac! Remember when I thought we were definitely gonna make it to boss rush? He's done. We got 6 bombs. I'm actually happy with that. And to be honest with you, pop the chariot, run into him. If I could get a bomb to actually explode on top of Isaac, that would be nice. So he gets burned? I think he's getting burned. Okay, this is the dangerous phase. Okay, that's fair. That's fair damage. Ooh, good stuff, good stuff. Dude, it's taken us so long to kill. Like, I just want to get out off of this phase. Once we get off of this phase, you know, life's not as shitty. Okay, great stuff. You gotta land these bombs. Because if we don't land these bombs, he's gonna take 10 years to, well, he's taking shots at us at all times. That was the ideal place for you to stand. I thank you immensely for the terrible choices you've made in your life that led you to that situation. You almost did it again. The bomb has to hit. We basically need him to run through the fire afterwards as well. Still got 23 bombs. We'll probably have like 19 when we leave this. 3 HP is around the level where I'd start to get pretty scared. But we do have 8 items coming our way. Do you double the chests, or do you double the items you find to try to get new ones? I think you double the items you find, because HP is something I'll probably prioritize a little bit more greatly. So we want to see what the items are, because if they're HP upgrades, we want to be able to double them. So let's open them first. Satanic Bible. Well, we'll get an extra spirit art out of it, I think. Mr. Boom, Fat Odd Mushroom, gold bars. It's gonna seem weird, but I think we hold Satanic Bible right now, and we walk with it. And our goal, is, as strange as this may sound, is actually to find another chest. Although I might have just fucked it, because there might not be an empty chest left in that room. Now that we've left, that chest might not be empty, and the plan will have been ruined. But making a second Satanic Bible, I don't even think it gives us another charge. As wrong as that sounds. What I'm trying to do is find a place to deposit this item and then re-roll the empty chest on the other room, because otherwise the chest is going to be full, but when the chest is empty, it's no longer going to be on the room, etc., etc. So what I'm getting at is I think I ruined Diplopia. But it wouldn't... The other alternative doesn't make sense either. We get a second Satanic Bible that probably does nothing for us. We get a second, Mr. Boom that probably... Oh, you know what? We preserved it because Diplopia is there. Okay. This is the way we do this. So we have to find another active item. In the meantime, we're generating Demon Heart charges, which I think is extraordinarily important given the situation that we found ourselves in. Terrible damage. That's okay. With Nun's Habit, we're actually... It's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. And we may never find one, and if we never find one, chalk up almost everything I've done on this run as a mistake. We'll have to play a little bit more conservatively, but also better in the future if we're gonna hope to have a great chance. I think we leave all the money on the ground. Although luck upgrades would be nice, the chance of getting like a Diplopia, not a Diplopia, you freaking joker. The chance of getting, oh my god, the damage. The chance of getting a D20 or something, I think outweighs it, however minor. It's already low percentage to get a luck upgrade. And I'm not using Diplopia yet, because I also want to pick up the concussive tears. I want to double concussive tears, and I want to double Fat Odd Mushroom, but I want to be able to pick up the HP for them first. But I think we might have to call it. I think we're gonna call it. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get Fat Odd Mushroom doubled. I'm gonna accept that this might be a little bit too intelligent, which is a very flattering way to describe it. But we'll take our HP that is not full yet. And we'll take Iron Bar, which gives us a mild damage upgrade, but a mild damage upgrade times 2 is attractive to me right now. Let's try a Stars card. It's taken us to a faraway dead end, but in some situations a faraway dead end is good. Could put us closer to the actual, exit we want to be at. I think we're going to get ourselves out of this situation, which is comical. We have no reason winning this, or no good case to be made for us to win this run. I think I've played badly. And we also did have a deceptively poor setup. But I'm not blaming the run, I'm blaming myself. And maybe that's why the streak's been doing so decently recently. Decently recently? Great. Yeah, just walk into the enemy. That's indicative, by the way, of what I get at when I say poor play. But we need to play better on future runs. But at least we're taking some personal responsibility. We need... On top of taking personal responsibility, next time it's available, apparently we need to take a lunch break because I'm real hungry, but next time it's available, we need to take red hearts. Because I've left myself in a very scary position. Taking 2 hits there for no reason. Half heart is what we need. Blank card. We have no ability to use it yet. We should be rolling Satanic Bible right now. We should not have teleported. Satanic Bible is obviously the right play. Brain is in min-maxy sort of RimWorld mode right now. I need you to get back to, the good stuff. I need you to get... Not that RimWorld's bad. I just need you to get back to Isaac. Because, that's what we're playing right now. And if we die on this run, I'd feel, real shitty about it. Because we've had so many, especially defensive advantages. And, like, at this point, anxiety has ceded way to embarrassment. I'm not embarrassed by how long the run is taking. That's, I think, sensible given the circumstances. I'm embarrassed by the fact that we, even if we don't die, we came close to death. Definitely closer than we have any right to have gotten. And this is like Fallen. As long as there's no adversary here, I don't really care. Like Fallen, Little Horn, it's not that bad. Wouldn't mind, you know, we might have said this a couple times over the course of the run, I can't remember, but I wouldn't be pissed off if, like, we got extra DPS. Like, if I had to prioritize what I would actually like to see on this run, DPS would probably make the list. I guess maybe double fat odd mushroom, double concussive tears doesn't cut it for us. Scary to think of where we would be without them, though. Nothing on that room. Okay. So, obviously, Satanic Bible. Hopefully, these end up being the right way. We are actually... Okay, well, let's see if we get another charge in this one. We do get another full charge in that one. We're obviously not out of the woods yet. Ooh, look, we could min-max that and maybe try to be very clever and get one extra charge and then go get the battery charge. That doesn't work out very well for us if we have the boss fight, like, right down here, which we may. If we have the boss fight within 5 rooms, I stand by this as our decision. Okay, you might say, how'd you dodge those? And apparently my brain was thinking the same thing, because it decided, let's not even bother with that last one. The quarter. Quarter and Steam Sale. Great items to get on the chest. Very thrilled. Good time for a payout, but we don't want a half heart anyway. We do want 2 half hearts, though, so we have to balance that. But, you know, 2 half hearts also gives us a pretty good chance of getting the whole spirit heart out of it, so... Maybe we'll not sweat it too much. You know what? Let's just, like, not get hit. That's also pretty good. Poison bombs. Very nice. I don't want to run the math on this yet, but... We're getting fairly close. I wouldn't say to being, like, mathematically in a safer spot, but you do know that when we get hit, we're going to get a Nun's Habit charge. Oh, it totally worked. So we're gonna get closer to a payout. So what do we want here? I think you kill Sloth last. Okay, they put me in a fucked up dodging position there. We want to kill Sloth last. We got 18 bombs. Sloth can go last. Closer than I'd like to admit. Didn't give me what I wanted, but battery charges would be sweet. No battery charges, the Chariot. Blank card Chariot. I was going to say, if this is our boss fight, blank card Chariot starts to look pretty attractive. It gives us a double Chariot play on our boss fight. I just want to make sure I'm not costing myself a Spirit Heart in that case. Would I rather have 2 uses of the Chariot, or would I rather have 1 extra Demon Heart? Suppose I'd rather have 2 uses of the Chariot. Yeah, that seems right. Still got 11 bombs. Okay, we've glided this one into what appears to be pretty relative safety. Oh, you fucker. Take them both then. Take them both. I think we just go... I mean, it's 4... Get one more Spirit out in the Scapular. You know what? I think we stick with this. Because if we get hit 4 times... 1, 2, 3, 4. We get another charge, and it leaves us on a half heart. And that first half heart would give us Scapular access. We'd get a black heart out of Scapular. Is this the prophecy? I've doomed us to having to use Scapular effectively to have a great chance of winning this fight. The item that has been my own personal Everest the whole time. When did we use Chariot, by the way? Probably as we approach that last hit, just so we don't get hit twice in rapid succession and fuck ourselves to death. That's the one you gotta watch out for. So far, so good. That's worse, but again, that's the Nun's Habit charge. That's really bad. So now we pop the Chariot, get in there, but also I think Best Bud is the real draw. Yeah, I think that is better than it looked. Ra's al Ghul. NL. I thought it was Diablo 2. It's Diablo 2. It's Ra's al Ghul. Okay. Did we do it, boys? I don't know, but I think we made smart plays. This run can actually suck on my dick until it's skinless. I know that's gross. I'm sorry. I'm in a violent mood as a result of the situations we found ourselves in on this run. We're going to win. Good God, that was close, though. I'm gonna get out of here and say thank you for watching. Bank our win. Hopefully win 69 is a little easier. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.